They've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have the opening possession of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards, all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
Intercepted in the first drive. Ends with a pick. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Eakin. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They're able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bucs! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets rid of it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Grabs it in the middle.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
He'll sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Eakin. Quick completion on the out. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Payne. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll hop it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. A They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Marsh.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking to scramble. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
On the run, it's Payne. Got a little space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watts. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with second and short. The hand to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Huskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got it, looking for the first down. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Eakin. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
To the air on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Swings it out to the flat. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. Looking for a huge play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run.
Makes a grab past the marker. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll go back to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll go to the air. A strike downfield. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be...
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying play action. Starts to scramble to the left. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Buffaloes need to pick it up on 4th down. Pressure coming. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looking for a man. It's Eakin. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He caught it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Slams it ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No surprise. Looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cornhuskers come to the line on third down trying to keep this drive alive. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The give. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Lost to fire on second down. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the back over the middle. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Buffaloes looking to convert on fourth down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. On first down from the 13-yard line. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Touchdown, Colorado! They take the lead with the 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got a man, it's Payne. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on second down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Eakin. Hauls it in. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Payne. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Huskers send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense of keeping it very simple.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Eakin. Safe completion on the screen. Made a defender miss. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify.
Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Huskers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. That pass not close as he got twilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll run it. Touchdown, Colorado! And the pummeling has started. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Purdue is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 34 over Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Eakin. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2.
Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Huskers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guy's catch.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Right back to the well. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved them.
Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bucks! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Looking downfield, it's Eakin. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Green 25.
Looking to fire. Finds his man down the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA.